Hi all, this is my Module 10 video on Twitter. My handle is at Burrow Ice Cream, and I'm using my pseudonym. What I would go to with Twitter is that I would kind of focus more on pictures and tagging and using hashtags, just kind of quick links, stuff like that. Um, Sort of short and sweet that kind of just grabs your attention and can kind of bring in people if they're just searching fully by their hashtags, as opposed to Twitter or my blog where I might write some more definitive things. I would probably use less. I would write less on visuals, but more on copy. As we know, Twitter, you can only have 140 characters, so it's a little bit of a different medium altogether, but it works very well for food because it kind of can capture your attention and you can kind of visually look at something, kind of click it, see what you want to do. You can kind of click one of the hashtags and it might pull up some different things that actually kind of relate to what you want to do and who else you might want to follow. And you don't really have to do too much with New York, but that's sort of not what my hashtag was kind of representing. Um, or you can go to the source and see the actual, soda fountain, where it is, how to get there, when it opened. They might have some pictures of their own. You can kind of get a sense of what their image and stuff like that is. And now it's three quick clicks away from my Twitter account, and you've already kind of found all of this. So that's, I think, the biggest difference between Facebook and blogs is how easy you can jump around the Twitter sphere, not even thinking and sort of get lost. You can go head up their Instagram, then you can see who liked their Instagram photos, you can see who's favored. Now I just did, or retweet, stuff like that. I think some influences are that I've looked at. Sorry. A couple of big ones are big kind of food, companies. Sagat, it's a New York Critic, Bon Appetit, NY Food and Drink, Eater, Grub Street. These are big influencers. They get a lot of followers, almost 30,000. They dominate sort of the food scene in New York. You can find out a lot about what's going on, what you want to look for next, what neighborhoods might have some interesting things coming up, what things might be combined. I know Pharmacy Brooklyn, or Brooklyn Pharmacy, sorry, uses donuts in, a lot of their sundaes. So, it's Upland NYC, something to follow if you are interested in the ice cream scene. People seem to be combining a lot of different things. So that would be a big one. I don't follow any lists as of right now. I'm sure there are a couple out there, but it's just not something I've used in my strategy right now. I've kind of been hopping around sort of the things that emphasize, things that are made in Brooklyn, New York, Manhattan, etc., etc. And the tweets I've done, like I said, are just about, ice cream I've eaten and tried. So that's it. I think Twitter for food is really an excellent way to easily talk about a topic that doesn't necessarily always have to be super heavy, but you can share pretty fast. You can share while you're eating it without being really rude. You can make notes and blog about it later, but you can kind of in the moment, this was before I took the first bite, or maybe right after I took the first bite, and I could kind of instantly post it and put it up and already get, some attention for it, or have it reblogged, reposted, let my users know whether or not I like it or not. So I think that's sort of the interesting thing when it comes to food, what Twitter and Instagram, to also a certain extent, has to offer. And like I said, you can kind of jump around pretty easily from place to place, and all of a sudden, you're somewhere else, and you don't even realize, how you kind of got there. But this might be a place that I want to try handcrafted syrups, possibly on my ice cream, and it's 3 clicks away. So that is my view on Twitter. Thank you.